Hello everybody, and in today's video, it will be part 3 of a 50-part series where I go through every state and I highlight all of their races in the 2020 election. And I've been moving geographically. I did Washington and then Oregon, and now I'll be doing California. And this is actually probably the only state where I will be using notes. The state in New York, just because it's so many electoral districts. Maybe Texas and Florida as well, because they are all very difficult states to do. Um, so these are probably some of the very few states in which I will be using my notes. All the other states, trust me, I won't. I'll just have to do them off of memory because I try not to use notes for these types of things, so that I almost feel like it's cheating. But we're gonna get started with the presidential race. California is maybe, I'm not going to say the most liberal state in the country, because most states in the Northeast are also extremely liberal. But it's definitely one of the most liberal, and New York State and Illinois, more or less, are all very liberal states. But it's a very liberal state. Um, so it's clearly solid blue on the presidential election. Like I said, very liberal. There's no doubt in my mind that Joe Biden will win. They do not have a gubernatorial race. However, their House races they do have, and they do not have a Senate race. So for the House races, this is where I'll be using my notes. I'm going to be labeling all the solid all the solid districts first. I'm going to be starting off with the Democratic districts. So the second district, what district is that? The 5th, the 11th. Actually, I'm going to start off with the Republican districts because there's a lot less of them. So the first district, the 8th district, the 23rd district, and the 22nd, Devin Nunes' district. And now going back to all these. Oh, also, I believe, yeah, the 42nd district. This is very hard, guys, because there's so many districts in California. But now with the likely Republican districts, there's one. It is the 50th district. The lean Republican districts, there's also one. The 4th, and then the only tilt Republican district. Where are you, tilt district? Is this you? Yes, I believe this is you. The 21st district. Actually, is this TJ Cox's district? I believe that it's actually looking to flip, which is sort of strange to see in California. Which district is this? 21st, yep. Yeah. This is also, I made the map fairly, a little while ago. Sorry, I'm not sure if you heard that or not, but that was a notification. This is fairly old, this map, and I do think, so I made this map that I'm taking notes off of a little while ago, so it could be politically inaccurate. A tilt blue would not be surprising. A tilt red would not be surprising. I'm going to leave this as a tilt red just because this is what I had when I first started this, but it honestly still could be a tilt blue. The political landscape has changed a lot since I made this, and now thinking about it, I probably should have made another one just now, but yeah, honestly, either one works for this. So yeah, just know that could work either way, but then I believe there is a likely Democratic district in, okay, so there's two likely Democratic districts. Or no, there's two. So there is one on the tip of Florida. This one. What district are you? The 48th district. So it's a likely about 1 and 3 odds, or 2 and 3 odds. That could be categorized as a lean. Likely both work. Next up is the there's another district that's likely, but it's very, very difficult in this to find a lot of these districts just because they are so small, because California has so many districts. But I believe it's this district, the 39th. I'm going to take a look at that. Yeah, around the same odds, 1/3. Also could be categorized as a lean, but fairly solid. Honestly, could also be categorized as a safe because it's also relatively close to 3/4. But I think that likely is the best characterization for that. Next up, the 25th district. That's a lean. I'll go take a look. There's actually no one in the 25th at the moment, but it is a Actually, I think I'm gonna make that a tilt now. Looking at that, it's fairly contested. Some polls last time had Christy Smith up by 2. It's fairly contested. So I might actually make that a tilt. I think I'm gonna. So I just already did. But then that might be every safe Republican district, and obviously every other district would be a safe blue, because it is California. This is actually Nancy Pelosi's district. But then we go label the rest of these districts. So, I want to apologize again because this is kind of, I don't know, unprofessional, I guess, of me. Like, first off, having this very old map and changing it on the spot because I just haven't seen, like, the recent map, so that's on me. And same with me using my notes. I feel like, I don't know, but I don't know how else I would have been able to memorize everything in California. It's so chaotic in California that it's just very difficult to memorize. But they also they have no House races, or they no Senate races, no gubernatorial races. In this, fairly democratic. If you look at the land, I was actually going to talk about this. If you look at the land, obviously, it looks like the Republicans will not only control this, while the Democrats kind of control the West Coast. But in California, it looks fairly even. And it looks like they're overall control fairly even land. However, the Democrats are smoking them. And the reason for that is, this is a little strange. I saw actually a map the other day. I'm not going to be able to bring it up. That was, most of these Democrats tend to, or most most urban areas tend to be more Democratic, while rural areas tend to be more Republican, and suburban tend to be some fairly Republican areas. Although this year, suburbs are looking heavily in favor of Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump, which you would think that they would be voting with Trump. But the thing is, if you go look at these Republican districts, this district, the 8th, is huge. This district is humongous. And the reason is because there's probably around as many people in this district as there are in this district. Because rural areas, obviously, people own more land and they're more spread out. So, with these maps, you'll see a lot of very large Republican districts that have roughly as many people as these smaller districts. Like Nancy Pelosi's district is tiny. But whereas Devin Nunes is actually also fairly small. But a lot of these Republican districts, like Oregon's 2nd, are very large, and you'll see it looks like the Republicans have won. But if you go scroll and you look at Illinois, look at that. You go look at New York City. Can you see how many districts there are right there? That's a lot of districts. So, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. It's a very strange way that it's formatted, or not necessarily formatted, but made, but, I don't know. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, which will be Nevada. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and, yeah, bye.